Hi there, and welcome to the Sunny Days podcast at jollyville.com. That's JALEAVILLE.com. I'm your host, Jolly, and today we've got a couple of uplifting stories, some did you know, and more. So grab a cup of sunshine and let's get started. First up today, our headline reads 92-year-old breaks world record, becomes oldest person to hike Grand Canyon, rim to rim. Whoa, story goes. Alfredo Alaga broke the Guinness World Record for being the oldest person to hike the Grand Canyon rim to rim, and the 92-year-old is already looking forward to next year's trek. Last October, Alfredo joined his daughter, son in law, and two witnesses on a hike through one of the seven natural wonders of the world. After 2 days and more than 21 hours of hiking, Alfredo surpassed the previous record holder and became the oldest person to complete the 24-mile journey from the North Rim to the South Rim. Wow. It was so uplifting, recalled his daughter, Annabelle, who lives in North Carolina. And the Grand Canyon does that anyway, she says. It puts everything into perspective. Once you're in there, because you're so small and it's so enormous and powerful, if you're religious, this is where you'd find God. If you're spiritual, this is where you'd find the meaning. It wasn't Mr. Alfredo's first rim to rim Grand Canyon hike. He's done it several times and as recently as 2022. But it was the first time with 50 to 100 people waiting at the top to cheer him on. It was wonderful, said Mr. Alfredo to the TV stations. They're all saying, "Okay, Alfredo, you made it. That's really unique." Way to go, Alfredo in the Grand Canyon. Well, a sunny day shout out to you, sir. You are amazing. And now, a jolly chat story time we'll call Brothers Carry Each Other. In the quiet town of Oakwood, two brothers, Jack and Sam, grew up inseparable. As they entered adulthood, their bond only strengthened, leading them to join the military and serve their country in Vietnam. 3 tours had passed, and though they fought valiantly, both brothers returned home with injuries that would change their lives forever. They had each lost a leg, but their spirits remained unbroken. Back in Oakwood, they found solace in their community, which rallied around them with unwavering support. Despite their own struggles, Jack and Sam were determined to give back. They began reaching out to some other veterans in need, using their own experiences to provide comfort and guidance. But it was their connection with fur babies that truly set them on a path of healing and purpose. Jack had always had a soft spot for dogs, and he soon realized the incredible impact they could have on those struggling with physical and emotional wounds. Together with Sam, they began connecting veterans and others in need with service dogs and therapy animals, bringing love and compassion into their lives. The community embraced their efforts wholeheartedly, and soon their small initiative grew into a full-fledged organization. They called it Pause for Hope. What else? A fitting name for the hope and the joy these dogs brought to so many. Through their work, Jack and Sam found a new sense of purpose. They had turned their own hardships into a beacon of light for others, showing that even in the darkest of times, there is always a way to find hope and healing. As they sat together on their porch, surrounded by the love of their community and their fur babies, Jack and Sam knew they had found their true calling. And though they had faced unimaginable challenges, they had emerged stronger, united in their mission to make the world a better place, one wagging tail at a time. And now, a very sunny day's happy birthday shout out to a Mr. Harrison Hall, who is 104 years young. Mr. Harrison, a World War II veteran living in Fort Wayne, Indiana, decided to celebrate a very special birthday with the help of hundreds of people from around the world. In preparation for Mr. Harrison's special day, workers at Kingston resident of Fort Wayne petitioned the public on social media to send him birthday cards so that they could shower Harrison with love and well wishes. The Living Center told a local news station, Channel 8, that as of that weekend, Mr. Harrison had received 100 birthday calls. Along with well wishes, Mr. Harrison's birthday celebration included a cake, good company, and a very big root beer float, Mr. Harrison's favorite treat. Though his birthday has passed, it isn't too late to send a belated birthday card. The Living Center says cards and letters can still be mailed, so we're going to pass along that address. That is for Mr. Harrison Hull, Hull, and the address is 7515 Winchester Road, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46819. A very sunny Daze happy birthday to you, Mr. Harrison Hull. And now some did you know fun facts. Did you know that the human brain is 78% water? Up to 60% of the adult human body is made up of water. Research has indicated that both the human brain and the heart are about 73 to 78% water. And did you know sponges hold more cold water rather than hot? This is mainly due to the effect of heat on water on a molecular level. Cold and hot water will have two different densities, and as such, their molecules will react differently when in contact with an object. The water molecules are colder water, tend to move slower and do not go in opposite directions from each other. Fascinating. Also, your special day, your birthday, your one day a year thing, well, you share your birthday with 19 million people. That's right. On average, a person will share a birthday with 19 million other people from a population of over 7 billion. Now, if you were born on the least common day of the year, well, then you'll just share your birthday with 18 million other people. Happy birthday. Cats have 100 vocal cords. I believe it. Have you ever heard cats? Cats have two main vocal cords and are capable of making over 100 different types of sounds. They work in conjunction with the trachea and the cartilage in the throat. Also, hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards. They are also able to hover and change flight direction quickly. These birds are such skilled flyers, they are often referred to as flying ninja. That sounds about right. How about sleep? Did you know the average person will sleep 25 years in their lifetime? If the average time a person sleeps at night is around 8 hours. People also spend an average of 7 years just trying to go to sleep. Wow, and there's a lot to be said about a good night's rest. And now for some entertainment news. In the movie world, let's see what was released the last month. Kung Fu Panda 4 was released in March. It's a year of sequels, and this one feels like a flying kung fu kick out of nowhere. A franchise sequel to the 2016 film Jack Black is Back as Po, that Panda up to his old comedic tricks. However, Po will learn some new tricks as well. And as he moves from being the dragon warrior to becoming a spiritual leader, a job that he seems woefully unprepared for, there'll be lots of entertainment. Also released last month is Arthur the King, likely this year's inspirational tearjerker, they say. Arthur the King is based on the book Arthur, the Dog Who Crossed the Jungle to Find Home, about a wounded stray fur baby who joins an extreme racing team on a course through the Dominican Republic. Boy, that should be good. And on streaming this month, let's see what we've got. Fallout will be released on Prime Video. It is the latest in a series of shows based on popular video game franchises. This one is Fallout, brings the role-playing game to life on the small screen. The post-apocalyptic story is about a group of survivors residing in the underground bunkers known as vaults. They have escaped the resource war above ground, and they are hunkering down in fear of potential nuclear war. Lucy, played by Ella Purnell of Yellow Jackets, grew up in the vaults and decides to venture outside to explore the desolate wasteland. However, once there, she realizes the world outside of the fallout bunkers is more dangerous, more savage, and more terrifying than she had ever imagined. Also coming up, releasing on Paramount, the Knuckles series. If you love Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles should be on your list of shows to watch this month. The miniseries is based on the Sega video game series and serves as a spin-off of the Sonic Hedgehog movies. The story places between the events in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and centers around the character Knuckles. The super strong Ankina, who has now moved to Earth, is adjusting to his new life and his setting. His primary job, however, is training Wade Whipple, played by Adam Paley, a dimly witted deputy sheriff, on how to be a great warrior and, of course, how to save the world. Happy viewing, folks. And now some music releases coming out for next month in May. We've got Dua Lipa coming out with Racial Optimism. We've got Brian Kelly with Tennessee Truth. The Kings of Leon will be releasing Can We Please Have Fun? Scott McCreery will be releasing Rise and Fall. Don McLean, American Boys, will be released. The New Kids on the Block will be releasing Still Kids. 21 Pilots will be releasing Clancy, and Lenny Kravitz will be releasing Blue Electric Light, just to name a few. And now, as we come to the close of our today's episode, let's remember that the stories we've shared can serve as a reminder of the goodness that surrounds us every day. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so find your beauty, shine, and share it. Remember to spread love, joy, and positivity whenever and wherever you go. See you next week for more stories, entertainment, fun facts, and stuff. Until then, peace and love always. And thank you for tuning in to the Sunny Daze podcast at jollyville.com. That's JALEAVILLE.com. Thank you.